It is great to have you back here on my CryptoQ Media channel. An alert market is upon us, and XRP isn't afraid to face it. But after that, what takes place in addition? Bitcoin is getting close to 65,000 if we glance at the market as a whole. On a couple of exchanges, it did tap it. Is it going to get us utterly giddy about this? Not at all. Since there is a great deal of work that remains to be done. No, we haven't emerged unscathed, a significant setback is still possible. What really excites me, though, is how rapidly we have recovered from those market lows, which were mostly a hoax. I warned you all back then that the market sentiment was terrible, and I'm sure many people were duped. How hilarious, isn't that? For example, common market emotions include retail being extremely pessimistic at the lowest and exceedingly bullish at the top. XRP stands out as a top gainer. Astoundingly, you have climbed 12% to the top, or remained in the top 100 for the past day. No, it isn't. In fact, it isn't even close to being in the top 500 at this point. By a small margin, which is still respectable. Although you also enjoy seeing XRP do well, the majority of the altcoin market is currently really green, as I mentioned before. In addition, I think the alt season is drawing near, therefore it's about time to properly raise the warning. We haven't even gotten out of the boat yet, as I mentioned before. We did, however, film a video regarding XRP not long ago. I meant to say that XRP is doing well. The subsequent events. On top of that, I laid up a few important levels that we will cover today. On XRP, one item that will catch my eye is the volume of trades. That will be the subject of our discussion shortly. But before we get into that, let's get a few things straight. Whale transactions of one are still feasible, and they began on July 9 when there were a lot of trades involving 237 million XRP. Once again, many people enjoy making assumptions. However, I'll quickly look at this because it occurred around the time that XRP was trading. This occurred on the 9th of last month. This occurs just before an upward trend begins. I often tell people to pay attention to the large bucks. In fact, there's a free guide on the wall page you should attempt to follow the big bucks in the space. There will be a link in the description for you to click on if you would like to see it. You can join the free Discord using the same link. On the other hand, this market does have a method for monitoring whale activity. This is another reason why I think it's important to keep tabs on those large wallets. At 9 o'clock, it was sitting at about 44 cents, while everyone else was yelling far lower. And XRP is already nearly at 60 cents. A sick gain, that is. Roughly 20%. Seems like it's not that horrible, then. Yet, let's shift our focus to the alternate increases in volume. Because XRP began to show significant movement outside of this, we then began to see a noticeable increase in the volume. We began to notice XRP waking up, and the volume was exploding, which is why I did the video the other day. 56% of the price is back in a spectacular way. And I would say that was quite substantial. The price of XRP peaked at around 52 cents, but since then, it has been steadily rising. For what reason, then am I correct? I don't see why XRP is getting so much attention. Something is happening since there are 136 million XRP in 3 hours and a lot of whales are buying and selling it. The 15th was the date of posting. This is all there is to chain transactions as of yesterday. Furthermore, that is a substantial quantity of XRP. It's not quite a billion or 2 billion XRP, but it is still a lot of XRP. Because, as the verdict in the lawsuit between Ripple and SEC draws near, there appears to be a great deal of speculation about the outcome. XRP is reportedly eyeing an explosive 250% pump, and fund flows are also on the horizon. We can find a detailed explanation of this if we scroll down. A recent study by CoinShares states that inflows into XRP investment products increased by 250% in the past week. This equates to approximately $1 million flowing into these exchange-traded goods last week, up from $1,000 the week before. The sum of all net inflows into XRP ETPs is now increased. This should not be confused with the 19 million ETFs that have been issued since the start of the year. Now, expanding on what we have accomplished here, this significant surge in funding is probably associated with growing anticipation of the SEC use case vs Ripple, which could soon come to a close. I won't guess on when we have that, lawsuit finishing or anything like that. A lot of people are reporting that the parties are currently discussing the final compensation sum, with the SEC requesting $2 billion and Ripple seeking no more than $10 million. Now we're all waiting until July 18th. Being a pivotal date. These dates don't interest me and I won't be following them, you all know me. In the end, if this is the driving force behind our pumping, I anticipate a strong run up until the 18th, followed by a significant pullback, because, once again, the event on the 18th is likely to be rather unimportant. Still, it's anybody's guess. I really hope we can finally put this case in the past. For XRP holders and the cryptocurrency itself, I believe it would be a huge deal. However, XRP might be worth nearly 59 cents if we visit Fiatly leak. Over 1 million, or over 2 million XRP, changed hands in the last minute. Consequently, a tremendous quantity of XRP has changed hands in only the past 60 seconds. I mean, this is absolutely bonkers, and it proves how high the demand is for XRP. The evidence is right there on the screen for anyone to see. Even if you wanted me to, I'm not sure I could revive this. If you want to know when this fiat leak ended, you can visit leak.com XRP. This might be witnessed in real time. I mean, it's maddening. However, this occurred after we learned that XRP is not a security. I'm sure you all recall my video from that time. Over 5 million XRP changed hands in the last minute, which is insane. On top of that, though, I did stress the importance of trade volume. Wow, I thought. Trading volume has increased by more than 90% and XRP volume has increased by about 12% today. By the time I finish recording this, I will have ensured that it is live 92% of the time. I am thrilled to see that the trading volume is 92%. Just to reiterate, I would be fine with XRP taking a little dip to around 5,657 cents, who knows, we could even see another upward push before then. Nonetheless, this graph is stunning. It shows a rise of 35% in the past week, 20% in the past month, and a continued decline throughout the past year. Thus, XRP still has a long way to go before it reaches its full potential. Now here's something I've noticed. On xrpscan.com, there have been 2.5 million transfers made from one account to another. It was in October or December when we last noticed any substantial changes like this. We also know that XRP was there. In fact, let's take a short look at it from December. At this point in time, XRP was already lagging behind the market. After reaching a high in July 2003, it has been steadily declining since then. Although I'm curious about the nature of this, I find it entertaining to watch the total amount of payments rise. The volume of XRP transferred between accounts is now also visible. In terms of the number of distinct addresses, this has remained rather constant. As for furnace fees, they have increased somewhat but not dramatically. Number of transactions that have been executed is visible. This has been steadily climbing towards 3.4 million, which is absolutely mind-boggling. It also emphasizes the pushback in December. Let's take a look at July of 2023, as I'm not entirely sure what it looked like. The current situation is absolutely ridiculous, and I mean that in contrast. Why? Because in July, you'd think we'd have a lot. Yet, in reality, there was none. Not much was happening in terms of trades at that time. The price of XRP began to rise sharply, despite the fact that you are aware that it is not a security. That is incredibly unexpected. The amount of new accounts activated and the number of successful transactions will be seen afterwards. So far, this has been rather dull. Thank you for watching my channel and for subscribing. I'll see you later.